So welcome back to yet another Shadow Fight 3 video, fighters. This is Boss Mon right here, and the Dark Knight has returned with his sword and his bear trap, because today's video is all about the run of the Black Knight, the Dark Knight, against the Deep Color event. And before we actually get into that kind of fun stuff, I'm just gonna show you guys that I already have the legendary booster pack available, and also I have reached to the point where I can actually get the skin by the next blitz that's gonna be resetting. If I win a grand and a regular, then I am able to get the skin and we can have some sick playthrough with that. So be sure to stay tuned when that happens. But for now, I'm going to be claiming this reward as for now, the legendary booster pack right here, which is going to be featuring the legendary judge pack. I'm going to open it up and actually receive the judge pack. I already have the judge set myself, but it's going to give me an instant upgrade of the whole entire set. I'm not going to say new item, it's just going to give me an upgrade, which is pretty okay, pretty neat. We get 1.2k shadow energy. Let's continue. And that was the second last piece of the milestone. Of course, it could have been neat that the developers let us gift one of these good milestones to any of our friends who actually may not have the set in case they want to collect some. Who knows what's going to happen? It could have been something. Alright, let's get back to the loadouts, because we're going to be running the Dark Knight against the whole entire setup. And it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be resilient and damage based Dark Knight. So what we have is damage return, to return some of the damage back to the enemy, and retribution to get more damage whenever I get shocked. And this will be making the fights a little bit interesting if I happen to get shocked while I am 25 health with Berserk, for example. For the Dogma armor, we're going to be using Rock to stop falling from critical hits whilst reducing that damage, and Damage Absorption to absorb some damage, and Steel Foot to knock them down by a basic kick. That means that you don't need a critical kick to knock them down. You can knock them down and bypass any rock perk with the Steel Foot. That's why it's pretty neat to have Steel Foot if you like to kick around with Legionary along with swinging your weapon. But for the Light Brim, although it's kind of ironic that it's light, but look by the appearance of it, we're going to be running Avalanche special move, Stun ability to stun the enemy, and Berserk to deal double damage while losing some of my health. So yeah, this is pretty much armor for defense and also for bypassing. If it was multiplayer, it's basically for bypassing rock perks, but other than that, it's for durability with the Legion on base hits. And for head hits, I'm going to be taking a lot of damage and thus give the risk of returning some of that damage back to the enemy to even out the fight. I don't have it on the Dogma. The armor is basically made for survival, so I don't have a full flexible, you might say, defense nor damage return to even out the battle. But one thing is for sure, we have retribution in case we get shocked, and if we lose our weapon, we get more damage, and hopefully they could help. I could have actually added Predator to emphasize the retribution, but this is the build we're going to be going to right now. So yeah, I have a rule now for the survival. Since I've been looking through the last video, I do figure that it takes an okay amount of time to do 3 tries. So therefore, I'm going to be running this survival mode 3 times, so that we can see all of the fun we can get and which one brings most of the fun. So without anything further to say, let's run the Dark Knight in the survival mode. So what I do know is that you guys do like my Dark Knight gameplay, so I was guessing maybe I just gotta show some Dark Knight movement right here for you guys to watch. You gotta be a little bit careful with the Topaz Arbiter, so they don't have self-bandaging Arbiter, or the Judge as you might be supposed to call it. But we knocked down the Topaz Arbiter in the first try and got ourselves the first bonus we can choose, and I'm gonna choose Bandages straightforward so that we can have at least enough health to expect what's gonna slide by of the unexpected. And Steel Foot tipped in. We bypass his defense, and it looks like we got grabbed in the dark, but we already got thrown down and already, well, I thought I kicked him. Had it been a crit shot, that would have been really nice. Oh, corner him up. This should be it. There we go. Alright, so we won the second round and we're almost 50 out, but the bandages is going to help us a little bit. Just a little bit. If we bypass this now, it should all be fine. Let me do that real quick. And do this. We already got shock. Let's see how much fun we can get out of this survival, because we're not going to bother much of what the Amethyst Arbiter does. We already smashed him down and technically scored a perfect, although we already lost some health. Let's use donors so that we can regulate our health in our battles and also recover some of the health that we can get. So yeah, Bandage kicks in. The Ruby Arbiter tries to pass bleeding. He already can only pass bleeding once, which is actually weird, because infection is supposed to be when whoever passes what can actually pass the effect. Whoever hits passes the effect. And Steel Foot kicked in for the third time of this battle, and I already knocked him down with ease and comfort with the healing perks that I got as a little jackpot, as you might say. We're entering round 5 with Cautious Step. Gonna be encountering the Amber Arbiter as the Dark Knight. And no, you're not gonna trick me that easily. You already jumped away from that. Let's do this. No one gets hit by the blast zone, because everyone's being careful with it. He could have been hit by if I did it earlier, if I did hit him earlier. I did miss that one, but we certainly landed that one shot right there. Just gonna slash some more. Yep, you get replaced. Get on here, dude. Just kick you back. Steel Foot kicks in. I was a little bit late on the secondary kick right there, but we should all be good. There we go. And heavy smash. There you go, man. Amber Arbiter down with the regulating donor, which is going to be helping really well alongside with the bandages. Now, I think it's really good time for some Fragile Head, so that we can jump on our enemies and surprise them with head smashing special moves that we have. And even kicks. Looks like he blocked it. He already threw on us. We gotta be a little bit careful right here. Just wait a little bit so that we can catch him off guard. We can do this. Oh, the Steel Foot kicked in. Let me just do that real quick, and we already lost. Man, that slash though was actually really brutal. Let me just explain a little bit after this one. So what happened was, after cornering him, maybe I should have thrown him, but now he decided to do the same move whenever I did the same move in order for him to get in. Wow, what kind of logic is that? Really, my dude? Oh, he does that. I don't even have healing pots on. Well. So much to say for the healing pots. We already knocked you down now. Alright. Not too bad, not too baddy. So let's see what we get now. We get healing? I guess we gotta try to get it through with Fragile Head. Let me try to land as many head hits as possible, because that could be really important. If we do this, and then land the first strike. It wasn't on head hit. Maybe this does. Nope. And we might get critted. Roll back. That helped us a lot. Not gonna lie. Nah, just land on this effect so that we can delay the extra damage that we get from it. We're already halfway health out, which is kind of concerning to begin with, because if you get Topaz Arbiter in the beginning, you can already take a lot of damage if you don't have, and they already paired it with the Amethyst Arbiter. So what I'm gonna do is try to catch them a little bit over here, take least amount of damage, kick you. That actually helped. But now we are at very critical health. This is not really good, but let's see if we get bandages or not. Let me see. Nope, we're not getting bandages. We're only getting riposte. So this is quite an unfortunate battle. If we happen to get hit even further, let's see what happens. I might do the classical grab and throw. Oh, it works. He places his mines. Oh, thank goodness that crit charge disappeared. That could have been already the end of the survival on that one, on the second try. I wanted to make this game last as long as possible Or at least that we can reach the Grand Arbitress, if anything is possible right there. But we at fatal health, so nothing can be for sure. Let's try to focus. Nope, it doesn't work. Oh goodness gracious. Nope, it doesn't work. We already ended it halfway right there. So that was our second try on this. Man. The games of survival are pretty much halfway skill based and also halfway luck based. I'm gonna say it that way. And you're already blocking my attacks. I try to roll back. You try to already continue your sequence, but that's not gonna happen. You're already predicting, which is not even gonna be anything good for me. See right here. Make your crit charge disappear. You already did that. Nope. Get you hit with the steel foot. And slam you down. We already lost half of our health with the damage return, which is actually quite worrying. If we get Venomous Touch right now, that's going to be even more worrying, to say the least. And we get Eclipse. But since our health is halved out, I got to be really careful on what I'm doing. What? Oh goodness. Nope, I'm not taking any chances. This survival has already been really brutal. Although I did manage to win a couple of times with the Dark Knight to begin with, I already tried to have some fun here and there with the Dark Knight, but on this circumstance, on this kind of no luck, let's just say like that, it was actually without any luck on the video. Alright, let's see what he does. He places his trap. I cannot afford to take a few hits right here, so I gotta be a really bit careful. Do this, and oh, I thought he was knocked down, defeated. Huh, my bad. Let me do this. Kick you. I gotta kick you, continue kicking you. We survived with like a quarter of our health, about a quarter of our health, which is really worrying. Oh, the good old bandages. I guess we can last out the battle, I guess. See what happens. Oh, that was already bandages out, I guess so. Kick you. Come on. Place this. And he already knocked me over. Oh, the trap set. But this is not safe. This ain't safe. This is not safe, man. This is not safe. You gotta try to figure out ways around this. This is the Emerald Arbiter. This is for real the Emerald Arbiter. He's the most unpredictable man who I play against. And oh my goodness. I already gotten this on. But we have way little time. The thing about Emerald Arbiter is I don't really know when I actually knock him out and when I can actually finish him off. Because now it is too little time. Unless that stuff happens and I already managed to get him within the nick of time. Man, that was really close. I guess the game lasts on. Oh, Infection. It's literally on the same stage as we ended it off. Let's see to try to keep the Infection on him, shall we? Oh, we went around him. Oh no. Gotta be a little bit careful with what he does. Oh my goodness, that kick though, The lower kick that I repeated surprised him. So I should be happy about there. Alright. We've gotten a little bit far. Almost back to the first try, so that's good. Man, I could have wished for some more bandages because I may have needed that for this one though. I need to say. Let's hope that Fragile Head can help us a little bit throughout the battle. Because the more poison we get, the higher the damage we will receive. So we gotta be a little bit careful. And we also don't have that much time, so we have to keep that in our mind. Uh-oh, he already dealt some damage to us. Not good. Let's place a trap over there. Yeah. There we go. Okay, it took out his poison effect. We're on our 7th battle. Perhaps we can make it to the Grand Arbitress and fight her. We're on the round 7. The round where it all ended. And this is not looking good so far, holy. Nope. We already lost over there. I swear to God, that's a very annoying thing to end it up with. That's a very annoying thing to end it up with. We only managed to get 6 rounds won. But I can tell you guys that we already won. I already did win before with the setup. It's just that it's not that easy to comprehend with all of the bonuses. You're not gonna get all the definitive bonuses all the time. If you get paired, this is not a setup that can self-bandages. The Divine Judge is like the solution to all the problems you have with the survival. You have problems if you have big problems if you face the Amethyst and the Topaz Arbiter at the same time, as well as you do advance, you're not gonna take higher damage, and it turns out that you cannot afford to take any more damage if you're really low on health at the start, which makes the survival really brutal and also quite unforgiving, if some people might say that. But either way, we got a little bit far run on the Dark Knight run. Unfortunately though, we did not reach it because the hero bots, man, the hero bots have the fast weapons. If I attack them on standstill, they have a higher chance to already counteract my attacks, and that the time is only 1 minute per round. Makes it not that easy to just figure out what the next move should be, and you may end up in the most lame situations there can ever be. Well, that's my run on the returning knight right here. At least we actually got something out of it. We got a little bit far with it. It was unfortunate that we could not see the Dark Knight versus the Grand Arbiters in the video, but I can tell you that we can get our revenge in a later one, because we'll see what happens. So that's my take on the Dark Knight right here. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you wished my Dark Knight some revenge further on, be sure to do so. This has been Boss Mod right here, and I'll catch you guys in another one.